What's up with y'all? Yeah, I just got off just at Walmart, got my mask on or whatever, and my mouth a little sore, so I might have a cough a little funny, so I'm gonna leave it on. But reason why I got a V6 Camaro. So to sum it up, long story short, my Pontiac G6 started acting up on me. I had to get a new motor. Got a new motor put in it, and the new motor had a misfire. It was a used motor, had a misfire in it, and I went maybe 2 months without a vehicle. I was being picked up, dropped off, catching rides, and I got tired of it. I needed another vehicle, especially with the new semester of school coming around. So, I was saving up. I was working at a Maristar casino, doing valet, and then I got a second job there. And so I was saving up. I was gonna get an Impala, like my mother's, but I saw that the Camaros weren't, too far off. And then one of my home guys said he knew somebody at a dealership. She was gonna see if we can get the hookup with the and all that. So I hit him up. And I started taking a look at Camaro. So I went to maybe 2 different dealerships looking for vehicles. I was looking for the Impala but the first 2 dealerships. Then the 3rd dealership, I actually believe I was looking for an Impala, and he told me that he could get me in a Camaro. And I was gonna get put in a Camaro SS. So when I was 18, I was in college. I had a credit score of like 580 when I looked on Credit Karma, but Credit Karma isn't 100% accurate. It's close, but not 100%. So my score was a little higher, maybe closer to 600. But, when I was working at a restaurant or whatever, things kind of got shaky there. So I wound up leaving. And I missed, some credit card payments, and it dropped my score down. Maybe just below 500. I'm not sure if it went below 500. If it did, maybe just below. So I was 20, going on 21, needing a new vehicle. I was, pretty much getting my credit back up, blah, 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 saving and everything. So pretty much my credit score wasn't up to par to get the SS. So I settled for the V6. Now, why did I not trade my car in for a V8? So I had the V6 for about a month. I was satisfied. I even test drove the V8. The dealer forgot that I was gonna go for the V6, and he got the key to the SS. I did a test drive in it. I drove some of them at work, Corvettes and everything. So of course I wanted an SS. A month of having my V6, I was looking into trading my V6 toward an SS, and I saw that the dealership still had the very same SS. It was 2 SS, and it was maybe $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 more than my V6. I hit him up, and I asked him if he still had it. He was like, "Yeah, they did," but like literally like the day before I called, the car was being test drove. Somebody was looking to buy it, and I guess it was being test driven, and it wound up getting hit. So somebody else wound up buying the car off in full or whatever. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with my V6, and I just started modding it. And maybe 6 months into having it, my homeboy was like, hey man, you need to stop putting money to the car. Wait till you pay it off first. Traffic. Somebody else up here with a 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. But yeah, came around. This was in 2018. I got the car on my mom's birthday, I believe. And so it's been almost 2 years. I had the car for 1 year and 2 months, I believe, before he told me stop putting money into this car and buy an old school body and I fix it up. The money I'm spending on this car, I can buy a new car, have 2 running vehicles, and fix up on it. So that's what I did. That's when I got my 86 Camaro in February. And I mean, I didn't come from a particular wealthy family. We weren't poor, but we weren't that wealthy either. There's a lot of people, you know. There's always the question, why you get a V6? Why you didn't get a V8? But people got to understand that everyone's life situation is different. You know, my dad was in the military when I was young, but I want to say that it was a little after my sister was born. That's when he came home. I don't know if he, you know, served his time or if he just decided to leave to be a family man. And, you know, growing up, you know, my parents, you know, they split or whatever. You know, my dad got him another family and he decided to pay all the bills and everything. And, you know, pretty much my mom was a, you know, single mother. Now, my dad has always been in my family now. He's always been in my family in my life to this day. But, you know, as far as helping with major finances and everything, neither of my parents could really do that because they had their own things, their own, you know, responsibilities aside from parenting. And, so, I mean, I pretty much just had to get it on my own. You know, my mom didn't want to co-sign with me because I guess she pretty much didn't want to take a chance on her credit getting messed up. Or she had too much of her credit or something. And my dad was, you know, refinancing his home that he just got built and everything. And so I pretty much had to go get it on my own. You know, I was working 2 jobs, full-time college student. So I needed that car ASAP, and I really didn't want to wait to get a vehicle. I just knew that, hey, once I made my mind up, I wanted the SS. I was like, you know what? If I get a Camaro, I settle for the V6. You know, I didn't want a turbo. I settled for the V6, and that's what I did. And so, you know, I just decided as time goes on, I'll just mod it. You know, I got plans for the car. Hey, there's a guy who has almost 600 rear wheel horsepower in a V6. And hell, even the turbos can get up to that much and more. And I mean, hey, this is my daily driver. I'm currently at 71,325 miles. You know, I just wanted this to commute and have fun in. That's it. You know, I've been to the track before, but, you know, it was just for fun, not just really competing against people, competing for money and everything. But hey, eventually, yeah, whenever things start to settle down, because I got a lot on my plate right now too, so I can't really do what I want to this car and my 86 Camaro, which I've been putting more money and effort into that car and just been cruising in this one. So I got a lot on my plate, and I kind of slowed down with this car because, you know, modding this car is going to be more expensive than the old school. But, you know, I have plans for both of the cars. You know, I was supposed to have help with building my cars up, but things happened, so that kind of got pushed back. And so, you know, right now I'm just focusing on working while my lady is in nursing school. And when she finishes, or maybe sometime before she finishes, you know, I decided to become a mechanic. So, you know, I've been working on cars a little here and there with my homeboy, who is an actual mechanic. And, you know, I really don't have to go to school for it, but I plan on going to school for it just to go ahead and get those certificates. And, you know, just so I can have that experience, you know, I can go ahead and go into the dealership knowing what I know. And, you know, I can probably just get put in where I want to be a little faster. But, you know, I pretty much been, you know, working on my small block, you know, hand in hand. You know, I have help every now and then, but majority of the stuff I do on my own. You know, I sit and watch YouTube and everything, and, you know, try to learn. You know, what I don't know, I get on a Facebook group and ask, you know, do research and everything. But, you know, I decided in the end, hey, I can keep my V6. I plan on tracking this car one day. So, you know, my ZL1 1LE bumper, I love the look. The Corvette is one of my dream cars, especially the ZR1. The ZL1, I love the look of the car. So I decided to get a ZL1 bumper. And since I plan on doing more upgrades to the car, and it's more vented, that was a plus. I decided to get the 1LE variant of it because I love the look of the canards. I was gonna eventually put canards on the car, but I was like, it was gonna actually be cheaper to just get the 1LE version of the kit. So that's what I did. And especially with canards having the benefit of extra downforce, you know, helping you out at corner and everything, I was like, hey, cool. You know, it's all a plus. And so when I race my car, I'd be too lazy to take my canards off. And so, you know, hey, I'd be just wanting to test and see how to do with them on. So I leave them on and everything. But, you know, it's a lot of V8 guys who've been hating on my V6. You got a ZL1 bumper on a V6. Why do you get a V6 and not a V8? If you're not gonna pay for my car, and yes, I got a note, because simply I couldn't afford it. You know, I mean, shit, it's my decision to get a note. Hey, I'm building my credit up. So I mean, if you're not gonna pay for it, then don't complain about me doing what I decided to do. As long as I'm paying for my car, doing what I'm supposed to do, that's all that matters. I'm having fun in the car. It's getting me from point A to point B to point C, so on and so forth. And I mean, hey, I got a V6 and a V8. My V8 may be a little older, but hey, I had to start from scratch, man. None of this was given to me, handed down to me or nothing. I had to go get this on my own. I had the opportunity. You know, when I was in high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do exactly when I graduated. I was gonna go to school for computers, making games, or go to the military, because since my father went to the military, you know, I really did want to go to the military, but in the end, I decided I wanted to stay home and, you know, be close to my siblings. And then eventually I got my daughter, so I'm glad that I did decide to stay home, because, you know, I'm thankful for my daughter. And if I would have left, I wouldn't have my daughter. So, you know, I'm glad I didn't pursue going to the military. You know, I still have, you know, the opportunity to go if I ever decided to go. But I mean, right now I'm just kind of taking it slow, and I'm just gonna, you know, work my way up, you know, get to where I want to be. But, you know, me and my homeboy, you know, we kind of got plans on, you know, what we want to do as far as our careers and everything. So, you know, still got time to come up with, you know, actual plan. But right now, you know, I'm just living day to day, you know, making my money, paying my bills, paying my note and everything, and, you know, trying to build my cars slowly. So, you know, my V6 isn't slow. It's not SS fast, but it's fast for a V6. And I just missed my turn. And, you know, eventually I'm gonna get to that 500 rear wheel horsepower. I'm just taking my time getting there in both of my cars, my V6 and my V8. I actually planned on getting my V8 600 plus rear wheel horsepower, but that's all gonna come. You know, I'm not gonna spoil the plans and everything for it. But yeah, she'll get down whenever I want her to.